Hello. Um, so this is my third attempt at this video. I've been having bad luck with this sort of stuff, and it's been a while since I've been able to post anything. It's been driving me slightly crazy because, there's been some stuff I want to post, but I just haven't had any opportunities to. Um, I did try taking a video with a camera phone yesterday night, but last night, but I just looked like crap, and it was all shaky and stuff. And so here, I'm going to try one last time. This time it's going in. So this was originally meant to be a video response to a video, which is now taken down. So it's just going to be a standalone kind of thing, but you know who you are. And what I want to talk to you about today is the discovery of the Meyers-Briggs personality test a few months ago by me, and kind of why this was such a big deal. So a few months ago I discovered the Meyers-Briggs personality test, and via online resources I was able to determine that I am an INFP type. And the gist of it is that I'm introverted, I'm intuitive, I'm emotional, not dominant, I'm all these kinds of things. Things which ultimately I've known about for a long time. Well, because it's me, I guess, so it makes sense. But to understand why it's a big deal, I mean, you have to backtrack a little bit, I guess. And my dad was a very outgoing, dominant kind of guy. When he was in high school, he picked on kids like me, when I was in high school. And he was certainly very, very critical of, most everything that I did. And that's certainly my perception of it. And between him and a few other particular individuals, and a lot of general stuff from just people and teachers and the media and all this stuff, I mean, I really, very much internalized, this whole notion that, I'm a fundamentally, bad person or something, not a good person, or I don't know. And it was a big conflict, because, I mean, I don't know, I mean, that kind of thinking dominated for a long time. The Myers-Briggs, personality type, what that did, and this was just a huge, like almost shocking eye-opener, is it validated me. It said, you know, I might not be the most common personality type, but this is who I am, and it's okay. I'm a part of the fabric of society. I'm a normal human being. I mean, relating this to social anxiety when I was young, in particular, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I thought I was the biggest, freak on the planet. I really did. I didn't think there was anybody else, like me out there. I mean, I was like, what the heck is wrong with me? Why on earth am I completely incapable of, having friendships? And what this personality thing, did was kind of say, well, you might not be the most common type of, guy out there, but you are normal, and it really kind of started me off on this, kind of quest, you could say, to get more information, which ultimately led me to YouTube and other sites and so forth, where I became exposed to all sorts of people with social anxiety that I connected with tremendously, and the whole general gist of it is that I realized that I'm not alone. I'm not like some huge freak. I'm just a regular normal person. I have my own particular issues. Lots and lots of people have issues of various sorts. I have mine, and there's quite a few people who have issues that are very similar to my own. In fact, it's fairly common, amazingly enough. So anyway, that was a huge revelation and a big part of, how I was able to begin to accept myself, and it helped me to differentiate between what was good inside myself and what I wanted to keep and what I valued, my core person, and on the one hand, and those habits and other things about myself which I'm not so happy about and want to change. um, I can change those things, and it's not threatening because I kind of know and can accept who my core self is. So anyway, that was a big deal for me, so and I kind of wanted to just share that. And so yeah, that's it. um, Remember, you're not alone. There are plenty of us out here. um, you too are part of the fabric of society and part of the social spectrum, and you're okay. Bye.